All right, now that we've had a little bit of jokes aside.
We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
And this is our Canadian family life.
All right, it's now my turn. You guessed it by the thumbnail. It's my turn to show you guys what I'm going to do for our husband versus wife cooking challenge. Chris's video dropped on Sunday. If you haven't yet, please go check it out. I'll try and link it down in the description below or put it up here in the corner. But go check it out because we do this with a twist. He does his cooking outdoors. I do my cooking indoors. And then we put up a poll and we ask you all to make your decision. You choose who did it better, which one did you like, which recipe was better, what meal was better, and so on. So that will be going live here shortly after this video premieres. So keep your eyes open on our community tab for that. But today is my turn to do my video. And with fall coming and the cooler weather coming and everything like that, I was trying to think, what do you think of when you think of fall? Like you think of hearty meals and stick to your rib kind of stuff and stuff that makes you nice and warm. And one of the things that I remember as a kid is my mom, aside from making chicken stew, would make chicken pot pie. So yes, a couple of my friends and channel members guessed. I put out some pictures earlier and they guessed that I was going to do a chicken pot pie. So you guys were kind of right. I'm doing it with a twist this time. So a little while ago, I made something called a taco pocket. It's kind of like a taco in like a pizza pocket, you know, pizza pops or pizza pockets. I made a taco pocket. Well, this time around, I decided to do a chicken pot pie pocket. Yep, you guys are going to watch me make a chicken pot pie pocket. And I'm going to have some leftovers. I know I am. So I'm making two meals. One, because technically the chicken pot pie pocket can be considered not only a meal, but a snack as well. And then I'm also going to make this is going to be a tongue twister, try and say this 5 times fast, a chicken pot pie shepherd's pie. I know, right? Crazy. But that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hop into the kitchen and show you guys how this goes. And let's just see how it turns out. So as you can see, I'm starting off with my chicken. Now I did some prep work prior to filming this and I roasted these chicken breasts in the oven for about, I say 45 minutes to an hour. At about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I let them sit in the fridge overnight. So now I'm just gonna chop them up into little tiny bite-sized pieces and everything. So let the coffee kick in and let's get chopping. As you can see, I diced it up rather small and it's ready to go in my bowl. I wasn't sure exactly how much chicken this would make, but man, did it ever make a lot. So next we do our onions. As you can see, this is half an onion. This is the last of my Vidalia onion. I know, I can't believe it. But I'm going to use it in this recipe, so I'm going to chop it up. So in here in a moment, you'll see the coffee's going to kick in again, and I'm going to slice, dice, and mince these onions. How many of you out there have had a Vidalia onion before? Do you like them? I love my Vidalia onions. Leave a comment down below if you love eating and cooking with Vidalias. Look at how nice and chopped those are. I didn't mince them as finely as I wanted to, but I also kind of wanted a little bit more of a crunch in my pot pie mixture. Into the bowl it goes. Next, I'm going to add some leftover corn we had from a meal just the other night. I had put it in the fridge just to be able to use it. So as you see, I'm dumping it into the bowl as well. It's always great to use up leftovers, that's for sure. And now, I'm going to open this can of sweet peas. At least I'm going to try and open this can of sweet peas. As you can see, my can opener didn't want to work very well for me. But into the bowl it goes. Now I used about half a can of peas because I have another recipe I'll be using the rest of those peas for. But yeah, about a half a can. Next, yep, you see that right, cream of celery soup. I thought I had a cream of chicken in the house, but I didn't, so I found cream of celery, and that's what I decided to use for my gravy. As you can see, I had some fun with it getting out of the can. And then my secret ingredient, I added some cheese whiz. I would have added shredded cheese, but unfortunately I ran out of that, so cheese whiz it is. Gotta make it a cheesy chicken pot pie.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join the family.
And of course, you need to mix it all together. You can't forget to mix, right? Oops, 1 second guys. I forgot my spices. Smoked paprika, chili. Yes, you see that right, onion powder. And last but not least, my garlic powder. Why did I almost forget my spices? But you're probably wondering why I added onion powder. Well, the sweet onion is great and all, but sometimes you want that real strong oniony powder. Now it's time to set aside the mixture and pull out my stand mixer so that I can make the dough. Now, I will admit, I kind of sort of cheated here. Yeah, you guessed it. I used what I had on hand and I did a prepackaged pie crust. Now, all it really was flour in a container. And then I just needed to add a 1/4 cup of cold margarine. I didn't have that, so I used a 1/4 cup of the lard as you see. Then you slowly mix that together. And while it's doing its mixing thing, you add 6 tablespoons of really cold water to the mix. Yep, that's right, there's my tablespoon, and I'm about to add all the water. Wow, look at that dough. Didn't it come together nicely? I mean, just look at this dough ball. Well, now that that's done, it's time to try making the pockets. Okay, sorry. As you can see, I had already started when I realized I had stopped recording. That's right, I ran out of room on my SD card, so it was like, oh no, I missed part of this. But as you can see, I tried using my dumpling maker to make one of these pockets. And it kind of did work out, but it was rather small and awkward, and I'm like, forget this. So instead, I decided to opt for putting some flour on the surface, spreading it out, and grabbing parts of the dough ball myself, rolling it out, and patting it flat. Yeah, you got me. I had to pat it flat because I don't have a rolling pin anymore. My rolling pin finally bit the dust. As I've stated in previous videos, my kitchen's falling apart. Please send help. But as you see, I was able to flatten it rather nicely with my hand on the floured surface. And then I just take a little bit of the filling, as you can see, and stick it in the center. Okay, so now it is time for me to try and fold this over and make sure that none of the filling squishes out as I'm doing so. Now, I know you probably should have wet the dough or used an egg wash or something to close it, but I didn't bother with that. As you see, I used my fingers and then I used my fork to cut away the excess dough, which actually worked rather well and gave it the nice little curved taco pocket look. Or I guess chicken pot pie pocket look. And now, as you see here, I take my fork and kind of crimp along the edges to make sure it is completely sealed. Once again, it probably would have helped if I used a little bit of water along the edges or an egg wash, but I decided not to do that and just kind of winged it. So I used the old school method of the fork. What do you guys think? How does that look? All right, I'm going to lay more flour down here on the surface and I'm going to make some more. So I will be back with you guys when it is time to show you guys what they all look like on the cookie sheet. Be back with you soon. And there you have it. There are my chicken pot pie pockets. There's that little one that I made with the dumpling maker. And there's the one that I made on camera for you all. Didn't that look cute? And then last but not least, that's the very last one that I did with the last of the dough, which is why it's all big and crumbly. But now it's time to show you what I do with the rest of this stuff, because as you can see, I have a lot of leftover fillings. So be back with you in just one moment. Yep, as you can see, I broke down and I'm using the real bacon bits. I'm going to add it to my mixture just before I make the chicken pot pie shepherd's pie. Oh my goodness, yeah, try saying that 5 times fast. Chicken pot pie shepherd's pie. Leave a comment down below if you were able to do it, because I know I can't. But as you can see, I'm adding as much as I want, and now it's time to stir it in and make it sure it's all incorporated. And you know what? What the heck? We're just going to dump the rest of the bacon bits in there. Who doesn't love bacon, right? Bacony goodness and all that. Now that it's all mixed together, it's time to put it in this casserole dish. I usually butter it, but this time around I didn't. And you want to be able to spread it evenly and get it as flat as you can so that when you put the potatoes on, you don't have any uneven sections or any lumps, or it won't cook properly.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe and become part of the family.
Now it's time to take those mashed potatoes I spoke of and put it all over the top. Now, these were instant mashed potatoes that kind of turned into a little bit of a gummy, gluey situation. So I figured, let's see if this will work and make it nice. So you're going to want to put all your mashed potatoes on top and spread it evenly as we spoke of before, so there's no thick spots or unevenness, and just kind of take your spatula and smooth it out to the best of your abilities, just like I did. Doesn't that look great? Oh wait, there's something missing. We have to put a little dash of sweet paprika on the top. Doesn't that look great, everyone? So now what you're going to want to do is have your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to want to stick it in there and bake it for about 45 minutes. Once it is done, let it sit in the dish for 5 minutes before serving. Alright, I know what you all are thinking. Come on, Tiffany, this is a cooking challenge. What are you doing? Well, I had a whole whack of all of these beautiful fall apples, and guess what? I had a craving. I wanted to make an apple crisp. So, that's what I decided to do. I'm going to turn all of these beautiful apples from this to this to this, and finally to this. Now let's go check on our food. Alright, so as you can see, everything is on its plate. The chicken pot pie pockets took about 25 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit to cook. But doesn't that look amazing, everybody? I mean, just look at that casserole. That shepherd's pie turned out beautifully, and these pockets turned out amazing. They were nice and golden. Turned out better than I had hoped, that is for sure. And now it's time for everyone's opinions.
All right, now that we've had a little bit of jokes aside, how did you like it?
It's a good.
It's a good? Okay.
That was actually really good.
See what I have to put up with, everyone? So 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, 2 thumbs sideways? Up and down. All right.
It's good.
Stop looking away. Okay. All right. So how did you like it?
It was good.
Even though you even like the pot pie pocket?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And the pot pie shepherd's pie?
Yep.
So it's all good?
Yeah.
What would you give it? 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down?
I would do 2 thumbs up, but I can't.
All right. 2 thumbs up.
Okay, seriously, guys, do you see what I have to live with? I have a crazy family. We're crazy. We're nuts. But anyways, we all enjoyed it. Actually, it turned out really nicely. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be so flavorful or work out so nicely, but it wasn't too runny. It wasn't overheated. It was just right. The pie dough was great, and I know once again I didn't film myself taste testing, and I'm sorry. It was just so good. I just had to dive right in, so I never got around to actually filming a taste test, but it was really, really good. I actually liked it. So I hope you all enjoyed it too. Now, that being said, as I stated at the beginning of the video, if you're new here, and this is your first cooking challenge, you will learn very quickly that when we do these challenges, shortly after the second video premieres, I will put up a community tab. And you guys, that's right, you guys get to decide who won. So who had the better recipe? Who had the better cooking video? Who had the better meal? Which one did you like better? So you guys will get to choose here in just a few moments once the video ends. And in a couple of weeks, I will give you all the results. And it looks like by popular demand, we're going to keep doing this because we've had several of you reach out to us and say, yes, we love it. So we're going to keep this up as probably a monthly, if not maybe a little bit more often, but most likely a monthly challenge. So keep your notification bells hit so you don't miss out on any future cook-off videos, because there will be more coming. But we all hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe think about giving us a thumbs up. It really would help. It gets us out into the algorithm and spreads us out a little bit more. And if you haven't yet and you're new here, hit that subscribe button and come join the family. We get up to a lot of family fun, chaos. We love being together and just welcome you all into our family and sharing our lives with you. If that's the kind of content you're looking for, hit that subscribe button and come join our family. We welcome everybody with open arms and open hearts. But that being said, you guys saw that apple crisp. It looks delicious. I'm going to go get myself some more, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.